Hello, I'm Sam.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be trying out the new Fujifilm X-Pro2.
We're going to try not to get too hung up on the specs. Instead, we're going to focus on what it's like to shoot with. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
The X-Pro2 has 273 autofocus points, which means there's almost always going to be a focus point exactly where you need it. And to make navigating them easier, there's now a joystick on the back of the camera for moving the AF point around.
In the X-Pro2 there's a new film simulation mode. It's called Acros, which is an old black and white film stock. And they've gone through the trouble of making it a bit sharper, and they've also added in a grain effect, which you can turn on for the rest of the film simulation modes. Kind of goes with the whole retro theme of this camera, but also produces some really pleasing images.
What I've been less convinced by, though, is the Optical Viewfinder. Even when using a moderate telephoto like this 56mm, I end up only getting about a quarter of the finder to work with when viewing the scene.
I love the hybrid viewfinder. In optical mode, you get this smaller image window within the viewfinder window, which gives you a little bit of space outside of the frame to anticipate subjects entering your frame, which makes it a really good tool for precise timing of a shot. Another great thing about the viewfinder is using it when shooting burst, because there's no blackout, which I found when shooting skateboarding the other day made it much easier to keep my framing consistent during fast action. Richard, so I heard you were struggling a bit with the viewfinder, and I wonder if maybe that was because of the focal length you were using. In my experience, shorter focal lengths like the 23 or the 35 really work well with it.
Actually, I think you might be right. I did have a much better experience when I was using wider lenses.
What about those film simulations? I'm a really big fan of Acros. I think it's a nice addition.
Actually, I really like the film simulations, and I think it gets to the heart of what I enjoyed about the X-Pro2. You've got that choice of classic focal lengths, you've got the film simulations, you've got the singular shooting experience that it offers. The whole retro thing goes a lot further than just the styling of the camera. I really enjoyed it overall.
I couldn't agree more. And for more on the Fujifilm X-Pro2 and all things photography, go to DPReview.com.
Cheers.
Cheers.